Hi guys, I just want to make this video related to the new entry requirements to Colombia, very strict requirements. So let's try to make this video both in English and Spanish. So I'm gonna let you know the requirements, the information that you will need to know to enter Colombia since today, 14th of December. You will need to know this information because this applies to all Colombians, foreign residents in Colombia, and foreigners who visit Colombia as a tourist. So let's start with the video.
Then the first option is for travelers who has the vaccination card, physical or digital, and has the complete scheme plus 14 days beyond the second or the last dose. So this applies for travelers, Colombian citizens, foreigners who has a residence in Colombia, or diplomats, and also for non-residents in Colombia. Remember that the vaccines accepted are the ones who approved the World Health Organization or the UN. So remember also that all travelers, Colombian citizens, residents in Colombia, or non-residents need to fulfill the application of Check-Mig. This is the Colombian migration system. So you need to fulfill the application before you travel to Colombia or before you travel out of Colombia. This applies to everybody. The second option is if you have the vaccination card under the 14 days before the travel. So you have the complete scheme, but you don't have 14 days beyond of the travel. So you need to present a PCR negative test before 72 hours maximum of the travel. So this applies to Colombian foreigner residents and diplomats, and also to non-residents in Colombia. The third option is the vaccination card, remember, physical or digital, and you only have one dose. But this is not a Janssen, because the Janssen is considered a complete scheme when you have only one dose. So if you have a vaccine, for instance, Pfizer, Moderna, and you need two doses, so you only have one dose, so you need to present the PCR negative test with no more than 72 hours. And this applies to Colombians, foreign residents, diplomats, and non-residents in Colombia. So when I say non-residents, I mean like tourists or visitors. The fourth option is people who are not vaccinated at all, but this applies only to Colombians, foreign residents, and diplomats. So you need to present a PCR test, a negative PCR test result with no more than 72 hours before the flight. And the fifth option is for people who are not vaccinated at all and are non-residents in Colombia. I mean like tourists or visitors, short visitors. This cannot enter Colombia. Pay attention to this. Foreign travelers, non-residents in Colombia, cannot travel or enter Colombia if not vaccinated at least with one dose. So please share this information with anyone who you think will need to travel to Colombia. So remember that this applies since today, 14th of December of 2020. So everybody who's traveling to Colombia need to know this information. So I wanted to recap this information. So Colombians, foreign residents, diplomats, and non-residents can travel to Colombia only with the complete scheme of the vaccination and beyond 14 days of the second dose. With the complete scheme of vaccination, but not exceed the 14 days. So need to present a PCR negative test under 72 hours before the flight. And this applies to Colombian foreign residents, diplomats, and non-residents in Colombia. The third option, so if the people only, or the travelers only have one dose of a vaccine that required two doses, so in this case, they need to present a negative PCR test with no more than 72 hours before the flight, and this applies to Colombians, foreign residents, diplomats, and non-residents. The fourth option applies only to Colombians, foreign residents, and diplomats, and Colombia accepts them even if they are not vaccinated, but they need to present a PCR negative test result with no more than 72 hours before the flight. And the fifth option is to non-residents in Colombia, visitors, tourists, who are not vaccinated, they cannot enter Colombia. So I wish you the best. Les deseo una excelente Navidad a todos and take care. Bye bye.